For most of our history, Pluto was just a dot, a faint little point of light in the distance. Even with our most powerful telescopes, it was basically just a pixelated blur. But then, in 2015, a spacecraft zipped past it for just a few hours. And in that one fleeting moment, everything we thought we knew about this world got turned completely on its head. Okay, let's get into it. And, the change was just night and day. Before 2015, the assumption was that Pluto was this frozen, totally inactive relic at the very edge of our solar system. But after that flyby, wow, we saw a world that was shockingly alive. We're talking geologically active, with these huge mountains, glaciers that are actually flowing, and even clues pointing to a vast hidden ocean. This one encounter took Pluto from being a cosmic footnote to one of the most mysterious and compelling places we know. Pluto's whole story has been a real roller coaster, right? It was discovered back in 1930, and for 76 years, it was our ninth planet. Then came 2006, and that controversial decision to reclassify it as a dwarf planet. But honestly, the real promotion, scientifically speaking, came in 2015. That's when the New Horizons spacecraft gave us our first, and so far only, close-up look. And yeah, what it found really did change everything. And that's the part that's so hard to wrap your head around. All of this revolutionary new knowledge, this complete rewrite of the science books, it all came from a single high-speed flyby. A visit that was over in just a matter of hours. Think about this speed for a second. The New Horizons spacecraft screamed past Pluto at over 14 kilometers per second. That's more than 30,000 miles an hour. It didn't stop, it didn't slow down to go into orbit. It just took a whole bunch of pictures and data as it flew by. And that one snapshot completely demolished our old ideas about what a small, cold world could be. I think the scientists on the mission put it perfectly. This first visit didn't give us all the answers, not even close. What it did was write this thrilling, provocative introduction that left us with way more questions than we started with. Okay, so what was so shocking? Well, the biggest surprise, hands down, was finding out that Pluto is not a dead world. It's geologically active, right now, today, out there in the frozen abyss of the outer solar system. So how do we know it's active? Well, the biggest clue is right there in its famous heart-shaped plains. If you look closely, there are almost no impact craters. In the solar system, a lack of craters is a dead giveaway for a young surface. We're talking younger than 100 million years old, which is basically yesterday in cosmic terms. It means something is actively erasing the craters, constantly repaving Pluto's surface. And this world? Wow, it's just filled with these incredible features. We saw towering mountains made of solid water ice that are literally as tall as the Rocky Mountains. There are these vast glaciers, not of water ice, but of frozen nitrogen, and they are actively flowing across the landscape. In fact, the surface of these plains seems to be convecting, moving like a slowly bubbling pot of oatmeal, driven by some mysterious heat from inside. Pluto even has a thin atmosphere with layers of haze that can actually create a blue sky. A blue sky! So the big question is, what's powering all this activity? The leading theory has this really cool name, cryovolcanism. Just think of it as cold volcanism. Instead of erupting hot, molten rock like a volcano here on Earth, a cryovolcano would erupt this cold, slushy mix of water, ammonia, or methane. It's the best idea we have for how a world so far from the sun's warmth could still be so geologically alive. But all that internal heat, all that activity, it all points to an even bigger, more profound possibility. Pluto's biggest secret might just be hiding right under our noses, or, well, under its icy crust. Could it really be that underneath that thick, frozen shell of ice, there's a massive ocean of liquid water? The evidence is actually pretty compelling. Okay, so follow the logic here. Scientists figured out that this giant impact basin, the western half of the heart, is so massive that it caused the entire planet to physically reorient itself. And the best explanation for that kind of shift? The extra weight of something really dense welling up from below the surface, like a liquid water ocean. And if that ocean is there, it instantly puts Pluto on the short list of worlds that could, potentially, harbor life. And this really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? Look at the company Pluto keeps now. For decades, we've been talking about Jupiter's moon Europa and Saturn's moon Enceladus as these prime candidates for hidden oceans. And now, we have to add Pluto to that exclusive club, a tiny dwarf planet way out at the edge of the solar system. So all of these incredible discoveries, the geologic activity, the towering mountains, this potential ocean, they all came from a single snapshot. To solve these profound mysteries, a snapshot just isn't going to cut it. We really need to go back for the whole movie. I mean, the New Horizons flyby was an absolutely spectacular success. But it was just reconnaissance, a first look. We only saw one hemisphere of Pluto in high detail, which means the entire other side is still a huge mystery. A flyby, by its very nature, is designed to raise fundamental questions. An orbiter, on the other hand, a mission that would actually go there and circle Pluto for years, is designed to answer them. Just think of what an orbiter could do that a flyby just can't. It could use ice-penetrating radar to see if that ocean is actually there. It could watch for seasons to change on a world where a single year lasts 248 of our years. It could be on the lookout for active cryovolcanic eruptions happening right now. And of course, it could finally map the entire globe, including that chaotic system of little tumbling moons. And why does all of this matter so much? Well, because Pluto isn't just one isolated world. It's the king of the Kuiper Belt. That's this vast third zone of our solar system, way out beyond the planets. And it's filled with thousands of these icy bodies that are basically pristine relics from when our solar system was born. If we can understand Pluto, it's our gateway to understanding that entire unexplored realm. That one brief, fleeting visit back in 2015 proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that the cold, dark edge of our solar system is not dead and boring. It is dynamic, it is complex, and it is full of secrets. It really just leaves you with one powerful, lingering question. If Pluto is this surprising, what other secrets are still hiding out there in the dark?